Okay, we are going to learn about the CLI modes. So in order to configure the devices, we need to go to the device and you need to configure them. Unlike your Windows 10, Mac or Linux, the routers and switches, they don't have any graphical interfaces. So let me take a switch here and let me take a router. Where is the router? Router. Here. Okay. Now look at here very carefully. If you want to configure them, we'll have to look. If I come here and if I come here, I can configure them. However, in reality, you don't get a monitor free with a switch, or you don't get a monitor free with the router. So in this case, what you need to do, you need to connect to those devices through a computer. Let's get a computer here and let's get a computer here. In order to configure the devices, the cable that we use is the console cable. Let's come here, RS323, and it goes there on the switch. Let's come here, RS323, and it goes there on the console. So if you look at here, console. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake here. It goes there, you see here red, it goes there on the console. Now you come to this device, you come to this device as well, put them side by side. Now you need a software to configure them. Come to the desktop, this terminal is the software. Come to the desktop, this terminal is the software. In reality, it is PuTTY or Teraterm. So let me see if I have PuTTY here or not. So if you look at here, in reality, this is the software that will be used. But we cannot use this software because this software is on my computer. However, the one that we are doing in the packet tracer. Now, if you look at here very carefully, this is the switch. You can see here, it is written switch. And it is asking, it will ask, do you want to go into initial configuration dialog? And it will ask you a few questions, like if you want to set the router's name and all these things, but I'm not going there because I will set everything by myself. Okay, now look at here, this is a router. There are a few modes that we need to understand. So the first mode is the user exec mode. Okay, so I'm just writing here. So if you write here user, I think this is the spelling, user exec mode. The second mode is the privilege mode. Okay, this is privileged mode. So PRIVILEGED, I think GED. Okay, privileged mode. And then we have global configuration mode. Global configuration mode. Okay, now look at here very carefully. User mode, privilege mode, global configuration mode. Now they both of them have the same thing. Okay, both of them have the same thing. So if I want to, this is user exec mode. So in the user exec mode, what can you do? If you press question mark, that you can do these things. Connect, disable, these are the commands that you can run here. Show, but we are not learning those things here. We are just learning the mode, so we'll keep it as it is. So on the router, you might find something little bit different as well. So if you get stuck with something like this, press Ctrl Shift Z 6 key. Ctrl Shift Z 6. Okay. Now look at here very carefully. So you need to type enable. Now if you look at here, this symbol has changed. Okay, then you need to type configure terminal. Then you need to type here, look, I can type shortcut as well, CONFTRM. Okay, so you'll understand those things. Now let's draw here. Let me do exit, and let me do exit again. Okay, let me draw this one here. Okay, so if you look at here, the name of the device and greater than, that means you are in the user exec mode. If you type this command enable, you will be going to the privilege mode. How can you understand you went to the privilege mode? The name of the device and you find the hash. The same thing here. So when you see the hash, so after you put this command, you can see here hash. That means you are in the privilege mode. Now, if you type the command configure terminal, so if you look at here, if you type the command configure terminal, you will go to the global configuration mode. How can you understand you are in the global configuration mode? Name of the device, then you have this config which you didn't have in the past and you still have hash. This is the global configuration mode. Okay, so you need to remember this command enable configure terminal, enable configure terminal. Now you are going from user exec mode to the privilege mode through enable. From privilege mode, you will go to the global configuration mode using the configure terminal. If you want to go a step back, then you type exit. Exit will take a step back. So if you look at here, I typed here exit and I was able to go from global configuration mode. So if you look at here, we are in the global configuration mode to the privilege mode. Now again, I typed here exit in the privilege mode. If you see, I went to the user exec mode. It is the same for here as well. It is the same for here. If you type exit, it will do that. There is another command called end. Okay, so end, you can try end as well, but end will take you a few steps back. Okay, however, I prefer exit. It will take you one step back always a step back. Now the question is, what we do in the user exec mode. Mostly you don't do anything in the user exec mode. Mostly you can use it for ping. Okay, like in the class you don't use it, but in the real life you will of course use it for a lot of things. Sometimes for the show commands, but however the privilege mode is the best to use the show command. So mostly we'll use privilege mode to do the show commands. And also if you want to save configuration, on the devices, we use the privilege mode as well. Okay, in order to configure anything, for example, you want to configure IP address, okay, you want to configure remote connections and everything, for every configuration you come and you do in the global configuration mode. Okay, configure anything. Okay, so if you want to configure anything new or anything you want to edit something from the past, okay, always we use the global configuration mode. For saving the configuration, people they get confused, it will be in the privilege mode. And show commands will show the information of the devices that we use in the privilege mode, or you can use to certain extent in the user exec mode.